যদি সবাই ফিরে যায়, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায়, যদি গহন পথে যাওয়ার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায়, তবে পথের কাটা তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে, তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি আলো না ধরে, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা আলো না ধরে, যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে, তবে বজ্রানলে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জলরে, আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে, তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে।
Hi guys, thank you for joining the live stream. Today for the first time on our podcast we have Mr. Sahil Raje Shirke. Thanks a lot Sahil for coming on my podcast.
Thank you for inviting me, Niranjan. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Sahil, it was great to get introduced to you at Isha Yog Foundation in Coimbatore. And for people who don't know, he's an Indian entrepreneur and a game developer. He has made this fantastic Indic ethos and culture and history-oriented game called Mumukshu. Firstly, Sahil, how did you think of getting into game development or making a game?
This was something in the back of my mind since a long time. It's just that
Okay.
daily life, studies, college, exams, and then my startup, it was just too hectic and busy. But I realized for a fact that true imparting of Indian knowledge won't happen through lectures and discussions, but rather through such entertainment sources. And this was something I learned from my Marxist friends in a way, how slyly they have used art as a source of imparting their agenda and propaganda. And this was something which was always utilized by our dharmic saints throughout our history, that art as a medium of expressing or imparting knowledge to the society. I wasn't as good with say other forms of art like dancing or singing, but game was something I was passionate about, and I knew that there are many like me. Wanted to do something which is a proper fusion of Indian knowledge systems and gaming, and I realized the massive amount of potential that Indian gaming has, and there is a huge void in the gaming industry. Gaming industry has you will see Chinese influence, European influence, Norse,
Japanese.
Greek, yeah. But there is the oldest civilization is missing. A proper representation of our civilization is completely off. Even if Indian creators make it, they are inspired from the Western ideas. This was something I realized there is a huge void, and fortunately for us, the civilizational ethos are coming back. People are realizing the importance of and the greatness of our culture. It was like we are at the right place and at the right time. And one more amazing thing I would like to tell you, since the name of the channel is College Street Kolkata, and you are from Kolkata. Kolkata holds a very special place in my heart. It is in Kalighat, where I was at this huge confusion whether I should pursue this or not, because leaving a very stable job, like in a typical Indian family, it is very difficult. Being the only child, and relatives, family members, they tell you it is a stupid idea to do something as wacky as this. But it was at Kalighat where I completely decided that yes, I'm going for it, and it was purely
Okay.
inspiration and blessings from Ma. And that is why the logo of our company is also her eyes. So it is
Hmm.
Kolkata is very special to me.
Great. Now, Sahil, tell us about the game.
So the name of the game is Mumukshu.
Hmm.
Mumukshu is, as the name suggests, it is someone who's seeking moksha.
Hmm.
In the game as well, it is a life simulation game wherein you live your life in the game, and the aim is to achieve moksha. That's what you're competing with others for. So,
Okay.
and how to get moksha? It is, the game is exact as a runs parallelly like life, very similar to how our real life works.
Hmm.
The quality of the karma that you do throughout your life determines how well you have lived your life and if you will attain moksha. So the karmas that you do, we call them life objectives, yeah, or objectives in the game. So they range from your personal goals and ambitions, your familial responsibilities, then the spiritual endeavors that you do. The spiritual endeavors help you gain resources. Then the fourth and the most important thing is your duties and responsibilities towards the society, country, and dharma. That overall dharma. So you have to maintain a proper balance of all these things, and then collect resources, grab money. So a proper, fulfilled, balanced life is essentially what is needed in Mumukshu. So the
Hmm.
game is very competitive and strategic in nature. A lot of thinking and planning is involved, exactly like life, basically.
Hmm. Uh, Now, what are the challenges of making a game that you play in your electronic gadgets versus a board game?
So there were a couple of things. So when I had the holistic idea of how the game should be. See, while making the game, the main thing that was in my mind is taking inspiration from all types of Indian arts. See, Indian arts is
Hmm.
not just for entertainment, be it singing, be it dancing. Entertainment is a byproduct. Along with entertainment, you become better than what you were yesterday. Essentially, these entertainment sources help you elevate spiritually as well. So
Hmm.
for me, while making the game, this was not just a mere entertainment exercise. It should be something which elevates the person playing as well. So
Hmm.
that is why there is so much influence or thought behind the that IKS is so central to the theme. Plus Indian
Hmm.
philosophical learnings that happen while playing the game. So I want so while making, I wanted this to be something which helps the person playing as well. May matlab it should impact their life as well. Whatever they play. So making all this into a game and making it entertaining was the biggest challenge of them all. So in the game, you learn about complex dharmic concepts like say four purusharthas, what four ashramas are, what pancharunas are, what is dharma, what is karma, maya, etc. Very big jargons and complex dharmic concepts, all ingrained into a game. Plus, in the game, you learn about the individual history, individual culture, local heroes of every part of Bharata. Like imagine being a kid from Kolkata who learns about the history of Kerala, the local culture, the local heroes of Kerala. So all of that is ingrained in the game, and plus the game is extremely engaging and strategic and fun. So making all that into having all that into one game and making it entertaining was the hardest part. Now, why board game over digital? It was something which, so during my research, I realized board gaming is huge in the West, like huge, 10, 20 times bigger than what it is in India. But the origins of board games are from Bharat.
Yeah.
We only know about say Mahabharata.
Hmm.
In Mahabharata there was a board game played, but even before that, so there is a very famous Jyotirlinga in Maharashtra called
Okay.
Grishneshwar Jyotirlinga. It's in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar.
Okay.
Over there, there is a stone carving of Shivji and Ma Parvati playing a game, playing a board game. So
Okay.
these are the origins of board games. And this is
Hmm.
such a humongous soft power stuff.
Yeah.
People should be knowing about that. The origin of something so amazing and trendy amongst youth. The origin lies in Bharat. So this was one factor. Secondly, I realized that digital games are only played by a certain age group of students or youth, that is around 14 to 20. I wanted something which is all encompassing, which every person in the society should play.
Hmm.
And secondly, it is usually out of 100 odd gamers, you would see 85 to 90 percent of them are males, guys. So
Yeah,
I wanted something which is which brings together the society, which brings everyone on the same table, regardless of the gender, regardless of the age factor. So that was the thinking behind starting with the board game first. Eventually, digital game will come. So the game will be in three versions. The physical board game would be first, second would be digital, and then it would be in virtual reality in VR.
I see. Right now, where are you with which phase of development is which category in right now?
So the mechanics of the game, how the game is played, the fundamentals of the game, everything is done. So the physical version of the game we will be released in a month or so from now. The last bit is left, so you can say around 90% of the game is done. But the beautification, the aesthetic, and the art side of it is left. So why it is taking so much time is in the game we are using around 21 different art styles. So very few people know the rich history of Indian paintings. So people know about other artistic aspects, but Indian painting is so less known. So Bengal has this beautiful Bengali patua art or Kalighat art. Very few people know. Similarly, almost every part of Bharat has, and
Hmm.
unfortunately, because of the westernization or nowadays even AI, this art is shrinking in a very fast. So Mumukshu also tries to highlight this kind of Bharatiya art throughout India. So 21 art styles. You will see Patua art of Bengal to Thanka of Northeast to mural art of Kerala, Kolam of Tamil Nadu to Pechwai of Rajasthan. Every part of Bharat has its own representation in the game, and so the art side of it is taking a bit of time. And we have the best artist in the industry working on this. So the due to the art, it is taking a bit of time. So the physical version should be ready around a month. Then the digital version will take a couple of 2-3 more months. And we don't have it planned as of yet. We have a couple of offers, but it is not as a finalized yet.
The digital version, won't it take 2 3 years to develop? You'll have to get background scores and so much animation and stuff.
Yeah. So
Direction,
we
voice
have.
acting, script. Yeah.
Yes. See, the thing is now we have a couple of offers from big players in the market. So they have the setup. They love the game so much. They have everything ready. So if we plan on going ahead with a player of that size, things would be happening very fast because and they have done the background check and the foundational aspect of the digital version is ready already. So it won't take that much amount of time. Matlab we did not have to start from scratch. So most of the groundwork is ready.
Sahil, someone, our audience member is asking how much research has gone into this game. What kind of research?
Oh,
Did you consult academics and professors or just books? And how long has it taken?
oh, thank you. This is a very important question. So I'll tell you the depth of the research in this game. It is humongous, and with proper confidence, I can tell you, not even a single academic score or 2-3 years of say. I'll give you an example. We tested the game with girls from MA. Girls who were doing MA history in Hansraj College of Delhi. 70% of the things that these girls knew played in the game and knew, they were completely unknown to them before playing the game. So and these are girls who are studying MA in history. The amount of Indian knowledge systems, the groundwork, and so the research has gone when it comes to every single aspect of every state or every distinct culture or local heroes, local history has been ingrained in the game. So, for example, when someone comes to Kolkata, very few people outside Kolkata know someone like, say, Dr. Bibha Chaudhary, or very few know about great people or scientists which emerged, which are not known outside Kolkata or outside Bengal. So, and this is throughout India. The great people of Assam aren't known by people in Manipur. Great people from Kerala aren't known in even Tamil Nadu. So this is something which always was something I was passionate about. Ki, we need to bring the great people from all of our states and places, that we should be highlighting their work. The level of research in the game is such that Padma Bhushan Dr. Kapil Kapoor loved it so much that he became a part of it. So the for viewers who don't know who Dr. Kapil Kapoor is, he is like the Sachin Tendulkar when it comes to IKS. So he is that big of an expert in that, and he's a Padma Bhushan, of course. So he jokingly said ki I'm in my 80s now, so I'm not taking a 700 crore government project, but I want to work on this. So he is like a mentor for us. If someone starts working on Mumukshu right now, just the research part of it will take 4 to 4.5 years easily, and that is minimum. So I have gone to around 85 to 90% of the places in the which are mentioned in the game, and have been there, studied the local history, researched it everywhere, wherever I could. So and that includes, so the game is not just limited to the current geography of Bharat. So people only know, if we ask you, what do you know about Indian history? People only know about, say, Pakistan, Bangladesh, maximum Afghanistan. But Indian history, Indian influence rather, stretched from modern day Syria to Southeast Asia. It included East Africa, or parts of other parts of less known parts of Southeast Asia, then Mauritius. All of that is included in the game. So, and just by playing the game, you automatically learn about all this. So, just to give you guys an example, have you heard about a place called Khutan? Khotan is, so you must have heard about Xinjiang, infamous place because Chinese are doing all sorts of crazy atrocities on the locals over there because they are Muslims essentially.
That's where
So
in a
this,
cave there is a painting of Ma Parvati and Shiva, right?
yes, it is in Maharashtra.
Oh, I thought in China. There's one in
No,
Xinjiang
no,
as
no.
well. I thought you were talking about that. Okay.
No. That is different. So the board game painting which I was telling about, it is in Maharashtra. This Chinese example I was giving for other reason. So this Khotan, or nowadays known as Xinjiang, this place was founded by an Indian king, the great grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. So, and the Chinese people refer to India's Tianju, and Japanese referred to as Tenjiku, which means center of heaven. We the kind of relation now we have with China is different. It is because of the communists coming into power over there, but the history tells us completely different. So all this will just be known just by playing the game. There is so much to talk about. People don't know the history of East Africa and their connection with India. The current king of Ethiopia, he claims Vanshaj from Kush. They call themselves Kushites. So the son of Sri Ram, he had two, Love and Kush. So they claim that descendancy from Kush. They call themselves Kushites. So people don't know the amount of soft power potential or the amount of influence Bharat had over the entire world, especially in the Indian subcontinent. So all of that would be there in the game, and this is the knowledge part of it. The game would be equally very fun, engaging, and strategic. It is very engaging. The game, if people love strategic games, games that make you think, plan, Mumukshu is the perfect place to try.
Hmm. Sahil, is it at all possible for you to describe what's the gaming experience like if you play it in the form of the category of a board game?
You mean how a user would
Yeah.
experience the game, or
What would he
what
go
all he
through?
has to do,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right. So the layout, I'll share the board with you. The layout of the game is deliberately made like, have you played Business or Monopoly as a kid? Right. So we deliberately kept that design structure the same, because that game is common across generations. So you will see people younger than us knowing about it, older than us, even two generations older than us, they're familiar with that game. So we wanted that nostalgic feeling amongst people as well. So design wise, the board is similar when it comes to exploration of places, but every time you land at a particular place, you get a location card. Now, once you get a location card, you have 3 to 4 main choices to choose from. Okay, you can either fetch resources. There are two kinds of resources. It is money, okay, and then there is kripa points. Kripa is essentially what you called as Bhagwan's grace. So at the beginning of the game, you choose who your Ishta Devta is. Ishta Devta is who you resonate with. There are three options. First is Shiva, then there is Vishnu, and then there is Devi Ma. So whoever you resonate with, you choose. And then there are temple towns all across the game of that particular god. And every time you land at over there, you because they are your Ishtadevata, you get some extra benefit. Now, every time you land at a particular location, you have 3 to 4 choices to choose from. First, you can get resources, which is either money or kripa points. Now, in order to get money, so there are certain professions also. So naturally places like say Kolkata or Mumbai, they are financial hubs. Okay, these financial hubs, they have comparatively less grace points to offer, but they give you a lot of money. Similarly, places like say Guwahati or places like Thiruvananthapuram, these are temple towns. So they give you more money, more kripa points, if that's your Ishta Devta. So you have to plan where exactly you want to land, how you want to land, and every time you land at a particular place, the second other option apart from resources is you have to complete objectives. So objectives are the most important thing in the game. Objectives are the ones which decide whether how well you have lived your life. Objectives are the karmas that you do. So these karmas are every karma that you do in the game, it is calculated and it has points. So these types of karmas, they range from your personal goals or ambitions, the your responsibilities towards your family, your spiritual endeavors, or your duties as a citizen of Bharata, or societal responsibilities, essentially. Like you can build schools, hospitals, or essentially do something big for Dharma. Like one of the objectives in the game is for cleansing of Yamuna River. Or if you know, in Kashmir, we had Martanda Surya Mandir. It was one of the grandest temples of Asia, and during
Yes.
the Islamic invasions, it was completely broken down. So one of the civilizational objective is the reconstruction of that Martanda Surya Mandir. So essentially, what happens is a small kid from Kolkata during while playing the game knows about Martanda Surya Mandir of Kashmir. So these fulfilling of these objectives is also very important. And in order to fulfill objectives, you need resources. So a proper balance of resources like money, grace points, and fulfillment of objectives. Striking a balance between all these three is important. And on the location card, the fourth and the most tricky aspect of the game is there is Maya. So Maya, as we all know, it is something that distracts us. So it is a negative entity. So every time
Oh,
you play, you have to keep that into your planning and calculations as well. So
hmm.
now places like say Kolkata or Mumbai, they are financial hubs in a way, but they are also known as Maya Nagris for a reason,
Yes.
right? So these games, although they give you a lot of money, the effect of Maya is humongous. So you have to plan your entire game accordingly. If you can achieve, say, and there is this Ganpati card as well. So Ganesha is also known as Vigna Harta, one
Hmm.
remover of obstacles
Yes.
basically. So
Yes.
if you are able to achieve that, you can negate the effect of my. So essentially, a lot of planning and strategy is involved. And
Hmm.
if you end up getting a lot of kripa points, if you are very strategic enough, if you it is very difficult, then something amazing comes up. It is you can attain siddhis. Siddhis
Okay.
are superpowers essentially.
Hmm. Okay.
So every god, as I said, there are three Ishta Devatas, right? Shivji, Vishnuji, and Devi Ma. And
Hmm.
every god has their two superpowers or siddhis based on
Hmm.
their own stories and Puranas. So
Hmm.
for Devi, since we are talking to mostly people from Kolkata, I'll tell you amazing
Hmm.
superpowers which we have of Devi. Okay,
Hmm.
so there are two superpowers of Devi, like others. First is Stambhan. Stambhan, it is a
Okay.
very tantric power. Stambhan may you freeze your
Petrification.
opponents.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So in the game also you completely freeze off all your opponents and you get to play three successive turns, which gives you a huge edge over your opponents. Now, second superpower is even more interesting. It is called Vashikaran. Through Vashikaran, if I use Vashikaran, every objective or that I do, the money to fund those objectives comes from the person I choose. So if I do Vashikaran, I use that superpower. You will have to fund every objective that I do. So essentially, the game is very tactical and strategic in nature. So you have to keep a proper eye on how your opponents are playing, if they are planning to have a superpower, how their resources are piling up, what kind of resources or what kind of objectives they require to complete their sets of objectives. So then there are certain mandatory objectives to be fulfilled. So essentially, a lot of things are happening parallelly, which you have to keep track and which you have to plan and strategize accordingly. So yeah, as I said, it is not a game which you can play at say 3 a.m. at night by being half asleep. So because a lot of thinking is involved. So yeah, that's how the structure of the game is.
Hmm. Sounds really great, Sahil bhai. Great ideas. Here's a legitimate question, I think. How was he able to model all this on a Monopoly board? Surely a game of life would have been more detailed.
Yes, indeed. It was a huge challenge. So when I say Monopoly board, I just mean the overall design, how it looks. So just the look of the game, it is a bit similar because of the sheer number of places that we have in the game, and that was deliberate in a way. Just scroll down, Niranjan, you will see the board also, the trial version of the board upwards, I guess. So the look of the game is deliberately. See, if you scroll, just zoom over here a bit. The board, yeah. So zoom. So this is the trial board of the game.
Image में
But
zoom नहीं हो रहा है.
इसमें नहीं हो
Let's
रहा
see
है.
if I
Okay,
can
okay.
download it. If I can
हाँ
download it
हाँ,
also.
डू ट्राई. सो वहां पे
Yeah.
आपको नीचे स्टार्ट दिखेगा. सो दीज आर ऑल द प्लेसेस एसेंशियली. सो एवरी टाइम यू हैव
I
टू
see.
जंप फ्रॉम प्लेस टू प्लेस एंड
एक मिनट.
हाँ
एक मिनट रुक ही जाओ. इसको ठीक से देख के ही समझते हैं.
हाँ श्योर
इसको
यस.
खोलता हूँ यहाँ पे.
मैं आपको एक लोकेशन कार्ड भेजता हूँ. सो इट विल गिव यू अ डिसेंट आइडिया ऑफ हाउ थिंग्स आर. एक मिनट.
ओके, यहाँ पे बोर्ड खुल गया है.
एक सेकेंड ना. निरंजन, जस्ट
हम्म.
आई इमीडिएटली सेंड यू
Yeah.
हाउ अ
Okay.
लोकेशन कार्ड लुक्स लाइक.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually excited.
it will give you a very proper idea.
Okay.
Just check your WhatsApp. I've sent it to
Okay.
you. An example
Okay.
of how a location card is. Okay, yeah,
Nice.
perfect. So this is the board, right? So
Hmm.
these are all the places. So when you roll the dice and when you land at a particular place, you get its location card. Now
Okay.
these every place that you land, every place has its own significance. Some are rich with grace points, some are rich with money, some have a certain objectives can only be fulfilled at certain places. So maybe you can
Nice.
see a crow over there. So the it is a
Yes. Yes.
mandatory objectives of paying homage to your pitrus. Pitrus are our ancestors.
Ancestors. Hmm.
So yeah, so throughout the game there are only three places where you can do that. So you have to mandatorily land on those particular places. But
Okay.
uh, a natural question comes: ki how is that in your hand when you are rolling a dice? So
Hmm.
dice can be manipulated through kripa points or grace points.
Nice.
So grace essentially the subtle message over there is ki with God's grace you can do extraordinary things.
Yeah.
Yep. So proper use. So grace points essentially it is the most key resource in the game. It helps you
Hmm.
manipulate dice rolls. It helps
Hmm.
you take extra actions in during your turn. Plus, it helps you invoke siddhis or superpowers. So
Okay.
proper usage of this and it gets depleted very fast. So yeah,
Okay.
the proper usage of it is the key. As I said, it requires a lot of planning. So,
Yeah.
if you could please upload the location card
Yeah.
example, I'll be
Yeah.
able to explain better.
Yeah. Really fun ideas.
Oh, the game is very fun. So, many of the first thing which people tell me is, "Oh, this seems too Hindu or too Indian. How will it go with Gen Z crowd who have nothing to do?" And this was
Hmm.
something which was bothering me as well. I mean, we come from places like Mumbai, Kolkata. We don't see the kind of love that we have with the Gen Z kids. So
Hmm.
we deliberately tested it with school kids, with a board gaming convention in Bangalore.
Okay.
Completely Gen Z kids who have got nothing to do with culture. They just want something which is engaging, fun, and which engages their mind. And even for
Okay.
them, purely based on gaming mechanics, they loved the game so much. I mean,
Yeah.
the game has complex ideas of say four purusharthas, pancharunas, four
Yeah.
ashramas, maya, dharma,
Hmm.
karma, but uh, purely due to the gaming mechanics, they loved it, and automatically they are open to accepting such ideas to know what all are these to know
Okay.
about the history, the cultural aspects of it, because it helps them during the game, or it is an integral part of the game. But
Hmm.
when you show all these to them in isolation, ki, "Arey, read about the history of Kolkata or read about the history of Bengal," they won't, because they
Hmm.
feel it is studying again. But when you
Yes.
show all these to them in a form that they like, it is a
Yes.
completely different story. So
Yeah.
that is why the thing which I told you at the beginning of our podcast, that when you why did this in a gaming format. This was the
Hmm.
reason. Ki I realized ki lectures, talking, discussions hardly make a difference. But when you
Yeah.
present them in a way which they like, things are completely different. So
Hmm.
with Devi Ma's grace, it has been a really eye opener for me as well. So I made the game for say 14 to 25 age group, or maximum till 30. But people in their 40s, 50s, even 60s, they loved the game so much they could relate with the gaming aspects.
Hmm.
Yeah. So when they could relate with the smallest of the things, they loved it, and once they understood the game, they are the ones who are more addicted to it than people of our age group. So
Okay.
with Devi Ma's grace, it has been wonderful. So really excited to get it out in the market. Is it ready? Ha,
Yeah.
wonderful, perfect. So this is the location card of Imphal, which is the capital of
Okay.
Manipur.
Okay.
Okay, so you see there are three options for grace points. 10, 10, and 30 is written. So if you have chosen Devi as your Ishta Devta, you can get 10 points, 10
Okay.
grace points. If Shiva, then 10. If Vishnu, then there is 30. So Imphal is
Okay.
a very Vaishnavite
Yeah.
place. Is
Yeah.
a very famous Vaishnavite temple town. Not many people know about it. So
Yeah.
there are certain professions which are compatible with that location. So for
Hmm.
example, if you are in Mumbai, naturally Mumbai, Kolkata almost the same. Professions like say uh, business or finance. So there are four main professions in the game, and they are
Okay.
inspired from our Upavedas. Okay,
Okay.
they are Ayurveda, which is medicine, Dhanurveda, which is combat or sports. Then there is Gandharva Veda, which is arts or any type of artistic endeavor.
Hmm.
And then there is Ayurveda, Gandharva Veda, Dhanurveda, which is combat and sports. And then there is Arthashastra, which
Okay.
is business finance.
Yeah.
So these four are our Upavedas. So
Hmm.
based on which profession you choose, certain professions are compatible with certain locations. So for places like Mumbai and Kolkata, you will see Gandharva Veda or Arthashastra.
Hmm.
No,
Hmm.
Ayurveda not so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if Ayurveda is your chosen profession, you won't be able to earn money directly. Over there
Okay.
also you will need grace points to earn money.
Nice. Nice.
So
Nice.
the usage
Makes
of
sense.
that, yeah. So usage of that grace or kripa of your Ishta Devata is very critical. So these
Hmm.
are certain professions which are compatible with Imphal. Then
Okay.
MMP is the amount of money you can earn. MMP means money making potential. And
Okay.
then see the objectives. This is where the most
This
fun part or
objectives
most
is
important.
insane. Let me read out
Yes.
loud and clear to people
Yeah.
who are listening to it in an audio version, guys. There are four objectives if you land on Imphal in this game. Okay, you can fund and encourage a group of Manipuri Rasa Leela dancers for $50. Fund a research on Manipuri origins of hockey and polo for $70. Build a hospital dedicated to the great Meitei king Khaki Nangpa, the conqueror of the Chinese, for $90, or fund a history research center on contribution of Northeast states towards INA. Oh my God, during independence struggle for $80. Effect of Maya is $30 and -5 grace. And special note, Govindji blesses you for every contribution and objective fulfilled in A, get 5 grace and get 15 grace points and $60, or 5 grace points and $120 if you have completed objective 35, which is section D in Nagaland. Nice. Yeah, go ahead,
So
Sahil.
yeah, so just to give you guys a bit of to elaborate on this. So
Yeah.
a kid from Kolkata, when they play, they might not know about Rasa Leela dance. Rasa Leela is as amazing as say Bharatnatyam in the south or Kathak in the north. But very few people know about its beauty. It is so beautiful. Even I didn't know before working on the game. It is so intricate and beautiful. So automatically, people who used to who don't know much about it automatically get introduced to the Rasalila art of Manipur. Similarly, hockey and polo, world famous games. World famous games. People don't know the origins. They are from India, especially that from Manipur. Similarly, we are only taught about how India lost the war against Chinese in 61, but a local Meitei king of Manipur had defeated them. He is called the conqueror of Chinese. And it's unfortunate that even people of Assam, the neighboring state, doesn't know about all this. Similarly, fund a history research on contribution of North. So people don't know the contribution of Northeast states and how they helped Netaji during the entire INA revolt. So and with the game, we are giving a book as well. Okay. So now you naturally might be wondering, Niranjan, ki, Are, I want to know more about hockey and polo or who this Meitei king is. So in the book, we give a elaborate description about all this.
Hmm.
And
You
to
can
go,
do so many great fruitful tie-ups with academics or small time academics or people who
yes,
are just
yes,
finishing their
yes.
PhDs. Such a great idea.
Yes, and that is precisely what we have done. You hit the nail on its head, Niranjan. We go a step further. See, you are very well aware about how our academicians were deliberately neglected. Their works were sidelined. Uh, Gross amount of injustice has happened to their works because they tried to highlight uncomfortable history. So through this game, I'll give you a very less known an important example. So unfortunately, every time you step out of India, people only know about India for caste, for satis and stuff like that. So since we are talking about Kolkata, for example, a lot of atrocity literature was centered around exaggerated reports of sati. So, great. So, Padma Bhushan Dr. Kapil Kapoor has written extensively on it. Dr. Meenakshi Jain ji has written extensively on it. So, in the game also, so when you come to Kolkata, this is an actual objective ki fund a research on the origins and truth of Sati. So in the game, this is an objective to be fulfilled, and in the book, you get a proper history of how things were deliberately cherry picked, exaggerated to fund their atrocity literature to get money to fund their missionary activities from British. Yes. So all of that entirety of history and the academicians whose work has been sidelined, whose work they never allowed to come out, all of their work is highlighted in the game. So naturally, for example, in this for Sati, the works of Dr. Meenakshi Jain ji, Dr. Kapil Kapoor ji, Sitaram Goel ji has been highlighted as further reads or research for as sources. So across India, you will see scientists, less scientists or historians or
Hmm.
activists
Hmm.
who people don't know about
Hmm.
their work, their local player people have been highlighted. So
Hmm.
if you go in Kolkata, Professor Bibha Chaudhary or other scientists from I don't know if you know about Dr. Brahmachari. I'm forgetting the last name. He was and he's from Kolkata. So he was responsible for saving lakhs of people during a huge. It was like a what do you call? I think it was cholera or some other disease outbreak, huge outbreak,
Okay.
and people were dying crazy. And
Okay.
he single-handedly saved around lakhs of people.
So during some famine, maybe.
Yes, during some famine. So now you are talking about famine. British engineered 10 plus artificial famines are also there in the game. You
Okay.
automatically learn about them. Great
Hmm.
people like Gopal Mukherjee,
Yeah.
who people don't know about outside Kolkata or outside Bengal. They are
वो भी है
highlighted in
क्या
the
गेम
game.
में?
Yes, of course he is. So in the game, you
Holy
for example,
shit.
you build hospital as a tribute to some local hero. So मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना. And it is very individualized. So ये कोलकाता के heroes है. Similarly, you will see such great people from Assam. You will see great people from Rajasthan. You will see great people from Ladakh, from Kerala. All of them are there in the game.
Hmm.
That is the
Okay,
level of
Sahil,
research and हाँ.
एक personal request. Sorry for
Yeah,
interrupting.
yeah,
Keep
please,
hold on to
please.
the thought and complete after I'm completing my demand from you. When you make
Yes,
a
yes.
digital version of this, can we play as Gopal Patha in the game? As
No,
the
that's
first person.
I know what you want to do. Oh, I wish. This would be such a fun and
And such an
touch-twisting
action-packed
activity.
game, a
Action-packed
violent
game,
game.
extremely
Yeah.
action-packed. And matlab you guys, people who are natives of Bengal, you would have
Hmm.
a very personal
Yeah.
mission to do over there. So yeah,
Yeah.
but uh, in the game, so this is also one of the interesting things in the
Hmm.
game that you instead of playing like in usually while playing any game, you either play as the king, the prince, or the hero or the protagonist. In
Hmm.
Mumukshu, you play as yourself. You make
I
your
see.
own life. You make your
Right.
own life choices. You live
Nice.
your life as per your terms and as per your way of thinking.
Hmm.
And the sheer amount of data, or I'll tell you one interesting thing. So we tested the game in around 13 cities of India, and around 284 people have played. and you can easily understand patterns, you can easily understand the thinking patterns of a person. So for example, usually one of the girls who played the game, she is from Asansol in Bengal only.
Okay.
Her mom told me that because of she played the game a couple of times, so she was her parents were in a way forcing her to become a doctor. But
Hmm.
while playing the game, she used to do a lot of artistic endeavors. So for example, she if she is in Imphal, she would naturally fund the Rasalila dancers or any kind of artistic stuff. So
Okay.
that's what I told her mom during our discussion. So she is like, yes, she keeps on talking about that she wants to pursue this. So
Hmm.
finally, now after a lot of discussions, she just completed her 10th. She is actually pursuing arts as opposed to science,
Hmm.
because in a way things got reinforced. I told them ki this is what her personality or her way of thinking is. She genuinely is interested in pursuing something artistic. So
Yeah.
game also does that. It in a way brings out the hidden qualities within you and
Yeah.
automatically tells a lot about your personality.
Hmm.
So it helps you in your career wise as well. I mean, people like us who are super confused. So this is something I tell a lot. Ki we are engineers. We first do engineering and then decide
Yeah.
what else we want to do.
Yeah.
So it is very helpful for people like us to in a way at least get a direction to which direction we want to go.
Hmm. So this can be played alone as well as with others, right?
Yes, yes. Preferably, you will get the maximum. What do you say? Fun when it is played with others. When you
Right.
play as a single player, you just have to beat the standard score. It is difficult.
Hmm.
It is not easy. Of course, it is challenging as well. But when it is other friends or people, it is even more fun.
Hmm.
Especially if you are able to invoke Siddhis, seeing how they play their life choices and stuff. It is really fun.
Hmm. Sahil, what I was wondering about is now it might not make sense if at all it is playable alone even. You might have done your own market research, but this is me asking just from my personal surroundings because I haven't played a board game in many years. I'm just not in that circle anymore, obviously. Or whenever I'm with my friends, we are just discussing politics, society, watching something, listening to music, etc. Do you? Is it possible that this game might fail simply because we as Indians don't get together and play board games anymore? Because if we grew up playing this game, this would be a whole different India. But can it be successful now anymore?
Yes, this was something which was bothering me a lot at during my development phases, especially. Ki, is there a board gaming market, or am I just simply creating things out of thin air? So this was something which during my travels and research, I deliberately used to search for board gaming events or something that is happening. And then I got to know that there are actual clubs and clubs which have male, female audience across age groups. You will see board gaming clubs in Kolkata, in Mumbai, in metros. It is thriving. It is huge. It is as good as what you see in the West. In tier two cities, it is little less. Tier three cities, very less. People who are super passionate only play. But the best thing about this is it is a very rapidly growing market. So just to give you an example, bhai, in Bangalore when I was attending this, so there is this board gaming events that happen throughout the year. People just for the entry were paying around 1800, 1000 per day, and 1800 for 2 days. So just for the entry they paid 1800, and then they did 5 6 thousand ka shopping wo alag. So and it was fully packed. My couple of my local friends from Bangalore who wanted to come, they didn't get entry because the crowd was too much. So I am not at all worried about metros. But what essentially the game will also do is bring that board gaming culture, which is inherently ours. We develop board gaming. It will restart that phenomenon in tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well. So that is something which I expect Mumukshu to do. So a professor from IIT Delhi, so they loved the game as well a lot. Very few such initiatives get entry in a coveted place like IIT Delhi. So they gave me brilliant insight. So one of the things that they said, ki this can be Dhurandhar of gaming world. this is the kind of change that they will be, and it will restart a industry which is almost dead in a way.
Yes, yes.
um, so this has the potential, and with Devi Ma's blessings, things I'm very positive about it happening. So
Hmm.
yeah, I hope so. That happens. I mean, I
Hmm.
left my job and everything, so it is already super. What do you call it? It was a very difficult decision, but yeah, I think we are on the right track.
Hmm.
And we are very fortunate to be at the right place and at the right time. The kind of environment, the kind of government that we have, the kind of people are actually, so there is a reawakening phase that the youth of the country is going through. People are realizing how lucky they are to be born in India. The greatness of this civilization and culture is something we have started realizing. So naturally, I genuinely feel we are at the right place and at the right time. So the biggest challenge for us is right now we are raising money. We need to market the game as much as possible. So this is where something which we are lacking a bit. I would say ki to reach the maximum amount of audiences is a huge task. So so with Devi Ma's grace, everywhere we have tested the game, people have absolutely loved it. Not even liked it, they have loved it. They have gone an extra mile to pre-order, to pre-book, or to be amongst the first few hundred people to own the game. But the production side of it, it is extremely costly. So I have put all my savings and everything which I have earned, but you need that proper venture capital guidance, or that kind of funding to take it at a global stage. So as I said, the art especially, we are doing it at a world class level. Even government hasn't done something at this scale. Ki 21 different Indian art styles at one platform. This is what Mumukshu essentially is, and the artists that we have hired, or who are working, they are amongst the best in the industry. So one of them is the shishya of the person who worked for Sri Ram Mandir. So every detailed art, that is, so for example, while working on the Ishta Devtas, that is Shivji, Devi Ma, and Vishnuji, we have used Shilpa Shastra to know the exact dimensions or exact way of sculpting or drawing that particular Bhagwan. So and the artwork is phenomenal, phenomenal. So the plan is to make it at a level which is absolutely world class, and the idea is to compete with the very best in the industry. The biggest gaming giants of the West, we want to take them head on in a way. So with all your support, help, and Devi Ma's Ashirwad, things will happen. So yeah, hopefully, hoping for the best.
Hmm. Which is the most popular board game in the world today? Other than the
Okay.
ancient ones like chess and stuff, is it Dungeons and Dragons?
No, it is the world number one game is a game called Brass
Okay,
Birmingham or Lancashire. It is a UK based game. It
okay,
is
okay.
super complex. It is like super complex. It is a very, it takes around 5-6 hours also. Absolutely amazing game. I mean, if you are into that kind of depth and that kind of
Hmm.
thinking, it is a fabulous game.
Hmm.
The fun part is it is so complex. So a few people had asked me, "Ki, Arey, Mumukshu seems so complex. Ki it has so many concepts, so many history, so much." Um Brass Birmingham is so complex in a way कि I'm pretty sure the first two times that you play, you will play with some kind of wrong rules or incorrect rules, because it is that complex. There are little nitty gritty, small details that you often miss. So this is a very famous game. You can maybe search it online. It is available somewhere around 9,000 in India.
Is this comparable to any other existing game? Like, is any other country also doing it for their culture and stuff?
No, 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 nowhere near. So
I see.
it is the project, the scale of the project, and the concept of the project is absolutely unprecedented.
I see.
Absolutely unprecedented.
Hmm.
Nowhere, a fusion of all these things. It is absolutely unprecedented.
Hmm.
Neither in the physical gaming world nor in the digital gaming world.
Hmm.
There are efforts. There are efforts to make certain Indian games, but नाम के लिए इंडियन है यार मतलब how
Hmm.
what it is essentially Mortal Kombat only, but instead of
Right.
Western names they will use names like Arjuna, Bhima, Niranjana. So
फिर
मतलब
मॉडलिंग
names
कोरियोग्राफी सब कुछ कॉपी पेस्टेड ही होगा.
exactly, but the names are Indian, so they
हाँ.
brand it as Indian. So this is not actually matlab, it is very unfortunate ki when you have a civilizational history of 10,000 years, you don't need to
हाँ.
borrow or copy from others.
एट
There
द
are
एंड ऑफ
so
द
many
डे वो क्या
original
है,
ideas.
कहानियां तो है, कहानियां गेम में या फिर पॉप कल्चर में नहीं घुसाओ तो और कहाँ घुसाया जाएगा.
एग्जैक्टली इतना इंस्पिरेशन है यार, इतना ज्यादा
Hmm.
इनफैक्ट ओवरलोड है इंस्पिरेशन का, बट हम
Hmm.
लोग वो एफर्ट नहीं ले रहे.
Hmm. नाउ सिंस यू ब्रॉट अप साहिल दैट आइडिया के ये गेम खेल के खुद के लाइफ भी थोड़ा सॉर्टेड करवा सकते हैं. इफ यू आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू गिव यू एडवाइस ऑन दिस, बट I think this can be pitched to psychology professors and psychology students as well, to and ask them to promote it amongst their students or maybe even patients, dare I say. But there must be some knowledge production with your game, because there is actually existing literature that when people write down stuff and plan out their life definitely, overwhelmingly, it is seen that it pans out to be better. Okay. And the most amount of research that you can find on this topic is because of a program run by a person called Jordan Peterson, who is a very famous political and motivational speaker and stuff, and is a psychology professor. He has been a tenured psychology professor in the University of Toronto. He recently quit his job because of political purposes. Leftists were harassing him all day long, etc. So he had before he became famous worldwide and stuff, when he was just a professor, he had a program called Future Authoring Program. Okay. And where you write down your plans, whatever your wildest dreams are, in a certain way, and then while writing it, the way you are supposed to write it, it ends up making you plan your life better along the way, and it forever changes your life because of that future authoring program. Okay. I think that this game can do similar things for a person.
Thank you, thank you. That's I hope that happens. Yes, but many. During testing, I met a couple of professors. Not exactly. One of them was a professor. Second one was someone who was working in the mental health space. So
I
she told
see.
me this as well. Ki this is something which can genuinely help sort, prioritize, and
Yeah,
help
yeah.
people gather on how to live their life.
Streamline thoughts,
And
streamline chaotic
yes,
thoughts.
streamline is the right word. Yes,
Hmm.
streamline is the right word. That's what I was thinking about. Yes, streamline is the, it genuinely helps them streamline their thoughts on life. And
Yeah.
one of the main things when I said ki people in their 40s, 50s, they loved it, it is
Hmm.
precisely because they could easily compare their life with
Hmm.
through the game, and they were like, "Yare, I avoided these mistakes that I made in my
Right.
personal life when playing over here, or this
Hmm.
is something I wish I could do, which I did in the game in my actual life." So this
Hmm.
comparisons, this contemplation. So what one thing, if you ask me, what is the best thing about the game, is that it makes you contemplate. It
Right.
makes you think about your life. It makes you, and that, trust me, Niranjan, it is a big thing. In our generation, we hardly. I mean, the amount of distractions that we have, the amount of stuff that we go through, we hardly get time to actually think about our lives and bigger things.
Hmm.
Game essentially makes you, forces you in a way to do that.
Hmm. And
That's
contemplating,
the
by
thing.
the way, is one of the key goals of any Indian text. You are not supposed to do just
Yes.
ratta. You are supposed to contemplate only.
Exactly. Manana, it is called Mananam. That is the most fundamental thing, that when you contemplate about on things, only then you get deep insights.
Hmm.
You can't get deep insights when you just rectify things. So that
Hmm.
deep insights and those great ideas come only after contemplation. So
Hmm.
that, and unfortunately, in this age where our attention spans are so low, so many distractions, that contemplation factor is missing. So
Hmm.
that is also something I try to do through the game.
Hmm. If your game is as good as you, or as accurate as you described it, then it has, I think, insane, I think, unimaginable societal, psychological potential, civilizational potentials. It can go into so many directions. It can make people go into so many directions. But since Ranveer Allahabadia got this criticism when he made his meditation app, which I don't agree with the criticism, I'll make that criticism of you as well. तो साहिल, हाउ डेयर यू अर्न मनी थ्रू स्पिरिचुअलिटी एंड स्टफ? ऐसा धर्म बेच के पैसा कमाना काहे?
हाँ, oh, that is that is something I never thought about it like this. But
आएगा आएगा तुम आएगा बाद में.
हाँ, but
मोक्ष
see,
वोक्ष तुम
this
बेच
is
के गेम में मोक्ष दिलवा दे रहे हो पैसों के बदले में. हाँ, ये कैसा कैपिटलिज्म है?
see, हाँ, see, अभी I have to sustain myself, right? So मैंने भी मेरा जॉब वॉब छोड़ के ये सब कर रहा हूँ. But on a serious note, see, for any great thing, for it to reach masses and to sustain itself, it needs backing of money. चाणक्य says this in अर्थशास्त्र, धर्मस्य मूलम अर्थः. तो ये जो आर्ग्यूमेंट है यही बहुत स्टूपिड है. धर्म के मूल में अर्थ है, अर्थ इज मनी. धर्म का प्रचार या धर्म का स्थापना अर्थ के बैकिंग से ही होता है, तो ही वो सस्टेन हो पाएगा. Only when you have a proper financial backing, only when you have properly sustained yourself financially, only then you can do such things. Only then you can sustain yourself and reach the masses. Only then you can have a positive lasting impact when you have that backing of money.
Wait, who got frozen? Oh, your internet is fine. Can you all see Sahil? I think Sahil, I don't know if my internet is gone or Sahil's. It happens on stream.
I think so. There is little disturbance from your end, so I thought
Yeah,
it is
it's
from
probably
your
my
end.
internet. Okay, Sahil. So we are almost at the end of our
You're back
conversation.
normal.
Okay. Where can people buy it? Where can people access it?
So as I said, we are at the final phases of our launching the game. Around a month or so from now, the game would be launched. Our website is done. Niranjan, maybe you can show everyone the website right now. It is www.mumukshugame.com. When I say that www, I remember our 12th Chief Minister of Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, talking. If you you must be knowing that famous meme
Yes.
when she was so yeah. Mumukshugame.com. You will see
Amazing
the
website.
website. Yes.
The,
Thank you.
the,
Maybe if you can show it to the audiences as well, it will.
wow.
Yeah. Oh,
The
so
page is loading.
people from Kolkata would immediately
Yeah.
realize and relate that it is
Yeah.
Ma Kali from Kalighat.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
This
every
this
time.
image is ingrained in our veins.
Yes, exactly. So in the game, you can connect with us. I'll give my contact details away as well. This is our
Okay.
website. You can connect with
Okay,
us through
guys.
our website as well.
The way
Huh.
the UI is working is I'm scrolling down. Okay, then I'm entering this world.
Yes, correct.
Amazing.
Huh. So you can contact us through our website as well. My personal mail ID is sahilrs @zohomail.in. You can
Okay.
connect me over there as well, or you can directly connect me through my WhatsApp number. It is there in the website. I would love to know your thoughts. If you guys have any feedback, or if there is any kind of collaboration or anything. So I would love to hear it from all of you guys. So yeah, this is how you enter. So it is Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, which essentially means lead us from darkness onto light. So darkness here means of ignorance. Light
Hmm.
is the one that light of knowledge.
Hmm.
This is what essentially we try to do through Mumukshu. So
Okay.
yeah, I would love to connect with each and every one of you. You can connect me through my email ID or through website.
Okay.
So yeah.
बहुत बढ़िया आइडिया. देखो अभी बेसिक कॉन्सेप्चुअल लेवल पे इतना ब्रिलियंट है कि I have high hopes for the success of this game. I hope you become the first video game billionaire in India.
Oh wow! Thank you.
And please make sure that the world plays it as well. Our market
Yes.
is huge enough anyway, but it's just I think more credible if everyone in the world likes your product, your work of art.
100%. Niranjan, that is the long-term plan. Ki it is the game in a way. It is the ultimate representation of Indian soft power or India.
Yeah, yeah.
So only when people throughout the world know about it will it get the amount of what do you call it? It will do justice to the work.
Hmm.
It is the amount of depth that the game goes to,
Hmm.
and everyone, regardless of where they come from, can benefit through it. So
Hmm.
it is for the global masses and global audiences,
Hmm.
and it is something which will help them in their personal lives and, in a way, uh, highlight Bharatiya culture along with it.
Hmm. Great job, Sahil. Hope to see you soon. Are you coming in the
Yes,
November event of Smart?
yes, I will be. I will be, and I am so looking
Okay.
forward to meeting you again. I
Yeah.
have plans to come before that to Kolkata as
Yeah.
well to
Let's
take
see.
darshans.
Hopefully, I'll
Yeah,
manage that as well. Then we can meet
yes,
again before that as well.
yes. I would love to catch up with you in person. Yes,
Yes.
and
फाड़
maybe we
दिया है
can go to
साहिल
the
भाई.
mandir
एकदम
together.
फाड़ दिया है. I
Thank
had
you.
no idea a board game can be this interesting. This is incredible stuff. Great job, Sahil.
Thank you. That's so kind of you. And I'd love to show it to you in person as well.
Yes. Looking forward to it. ओके देन साहिल, सब रिलीज होने के बाद ठीक से एक बार फिर से पॉडकास्ट करते हैं और तब हिंदी में भी करते हैं. पूरा पूरा हिंदी में ही
Done.
करेंगे.
Done.
या.
Yes. Okay.
ओके देन साहिल. सी यू.
Thank you. Thank you. Jai
बाय.
Ma Kali.
जय मां काली. गुड नाइट साहिल. गुड नाइट गाइस.
Good
सी यू ऑल
night.
सून इन
Bye
अ
bye.
बंगाली पॉडकास्ट इन एन आवर. बाय बाय.
বসো